Hey everyone, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to click on my channel. In today's video, I'll be giving you an update on the Bookcase Club subscription service. If you are interested in hearing my final thoughts, please continue watching my video. So I have two different books that I wanted to talk about that came in the subscription box. One of them is called The Ragdoll by Daniel Cole. And then the other one is called Crimson Lake by Candace Fox. Okay, so we'll start first with Daniel Cole because that is the first book that I read. It's a great cover if you looked really closely, and it took me a while to kind of figure it out, but behind all of the words there are different images of different body parts, which is appropriate because it is a mystery trying to solve the murder of 6 different people that had been combined to make the ragdoll. It is, I can't, it's trying to find the words for this book. I am typically used to reading female authors, so it did take me some time to get used to the flow of Daniel Cole. He is an outstanding author. Give him that, absolutely. I know he had different careers before he became an author, but I think most people do. Great author. It was not as much, I guess, the romance side of things, which is what I'm used to. Even with the murder mysteries that I have read by other authors, there is usually some type of love interest in the book between the main characters who are trying to solve the murder. So that wasn't really prevalent here. It keeps you guessing as to who's doing what and why, how the killer got to all the different people that were on his hit list. It was an amazing. And after I finished reading the book, I did Google other books by him, and it makes sense why it ended the way it did, because it continues on into another book afterwards. I am tempted to read it as well, so I'll have to go on Kindle and possibly download it later. But I would recommend it if you are into murder mystery. He doesn't go into graphic detail about things. Yes, it does occur, and there is some description of it, but it's not gory, if that makes sense. It gives you enough to let your imagination run with it, but it's not like gore type of things. Very masterfully done, the way the killer knocks off several people. I don't want to give too much away. I think if you're into it and you like this style of book, you will probably definitely like it. I would definitely consider reading other books by him now that I have a feel for him. So definitely, if you're into murder mysteries, you might want to pick him up. The second one was easier for me to read. I probably finished it in less than a week. The other one took me a while. Just getting back into work kind of threw me off a little bit, and then his style of writing, getting used to him. With Crimson Lake, it is also a murder mystery, both dealing with people who used to work with the police force and then bad things happen to them. But this one, it kind of has a love interest, but it doesn't. It's really strange about that. But it was easier to read because I don't know if it's because it's a female author and that's what I'm used to reading, but the flow was easier to read on this one. It's kind of weird. I did enjoy it. I don't want to say too much because it would give it a lot of it away, but main character falsely accused of something ended up, killed his career in the police force. So he moves out and into a very, very small, remote, not village, but community. And he tries to get his life back together, which a lot of people don't want him around because of the type of crime that he was accused of doing. Again, I felt more connected, I guess, to these characters a little bit more than the other, so I guess that's why it was easier to read. Both of these two books, this one was set in the UK, I believe England, and this one was set in Australia. So another thing with him, I'm going to pop back to this book, some of the British slang or everyday type of talk Kind of threw me through a little bit because I wasn't expecting that, because I don't know why I was thinking it was going to be set in America. Don't know. But that's what I went into thinking on the first book, and no, I figured that out real quick. But yeah, even outside of that, which I don't mind learning new slang and new words and how they're being used, but it makes you think, which is what I like. In another video, I'll go over another author that I absolutely love, because when I want to be able to be challenged with words and connotations and that sort of thing, I'll read hers, because it does that as well. Makes me think more than just an easy breezy read for just enjoyment. Anyways, so I hope this mini reviews over these two books might intrigue you into picking them up. I think I talked in the actual first impressions unboxing video that just the price of the books made the box worth it. But overall, I think it is only really worth it if you enjoy the books that you got, if that makes sense. If I did not enjoy reading these books, then it would not have been worth the price tag, even though, yeah, you got 2 hardback books for less than 20 bucks. But if you don't enjoy the books, then it's really not worth the money. But I did enjoy them, so definitely my answer to this box. I absolutely love the Bookcase Club subscription service. I'm really anxious to get the next 2 books next month, which is only a couple of weeks away. So hopefully they'll come in the early part of the month like it did this time, so that I can unbox them for you, let's show them to you, and let you know what my first impressions of those 2 new books there will be, and then I get to reading, which is one of my loves. So between creating this YouTube channel to show my experiences, and it's a creative outlet for me, but also combining it with things that I absolutely love. I like playing with makeup, but I really, really also love reading books and finding new authors, and being able to share that with you guys makes my day. So I hope this video was informative for you and helpful for you to determine whether you want to take the risk of maybe subscribing to the Bookcase Club. Again, this is not a sponsored video by any means. I have no idea I'm making this video about their products, but I wanted to share it with you. I love it, and that's part of what my channel is. It's beauty and books. But anyways, enough of that. This kind of concludes my video. So if you enjoyed it, give me a big thumbs up, and I hope you will join me again for my next video. Until then, bye.